see if I can hear myself. And the music is on and everything. So let's see. Alright, can I hear myself? No, that is not a good sign. Alright. Is this better audio? Alright, I don't wanna deafen people. I think this should be good. Alright. I hope the audio is fine, but otherwise, I'll have to fix it again. Let me know if you can hear me or not. And the music and everything. Alright. Let's see. I have a little bit of a delay, I see. But we are going to do something very fun today. And that is sketching a bunch of, well, it's one particular character, but sketching a Baldur's Gate character. And I'm just gonna attempt to make some anatomy sketches, and it's absolutely not my strong point. So this is going to be a tryout of some sorts. I honestly don't know if this is gonna work. But yeah, just give me some grace, because I haven't been drawing anything related to humans for the past, I don't know, half a year, 6, 7 months. So honestly, I really don't know if this is gonna work out at all. It might be a doodle that looks like, I don't know, a sack of potatoes. Um, let's find some reference pictures first, because I cannot actually draw without a good reference. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So who's watching? Because I do want to take maybe some character pose suggestions, but it can't be non-safe for work. We're gonna go full safe for work here. But yeah, if you can let me know if you can hear me, that'd be great, because I can hear myself, but I don't know how strong the volume is. I have been having a bit of some issues with this microphone. I haven't gotten the hang of it yet. So please let me know if you can hear me or if you cannot hear me, because I'm talking. So if you see me talk and wave and not make any noise, please let me know. This doesn't work. Oh yeah, okay, great. Thank you. So surprise, yeah, I'm gonna draw Halsin. This is made by a friend of mine for my birthday. That's super cute. So I have this as a little bit of inspiration. It's made by Aquafox. Yay! But yeah, this is my, well, mostly Baldur's Gate sketchbook, I guess. But we're going on to a new, fresh page. and see how well this is gonna go. Um, this is one of my older sketches from, I think, 2023, end of 2023. So that is potentially one of the last times I actually drew a human. So bear with me. I am learning and I don't know what this is going to bring. I'm also really tired, so oh boy. Let's see. All right. So I found some poses. If I have any trouble with like anatomy, I'll take out these. These are really nice. I love these so much. But yeah, obviously Halsin has a very certain physique that I want to emulate. So let's just try. Let's put that there. There we go. Alright, I found oh, if you type in Halsin on Pinterest, some stuff comes out, man. Actually, I now see a really cute fan art that I kind of want to try and practice with. That's also with an owl bear, and he's just like whittling a duck. So, okay, oh god, I'm so scared. Drawing live is not my forte, but I'm trying to get out of the comfort zone here. So, all right. Let's just pencil in the shape a little bit and how he's like sitting. Wow, this feels really weird. I can feel I have some muscle memory there, but honestly, it's been too long. I apologize. This is a warm-up sketch. Okay, this is a warm-up sketch. I should have used a different pen. I normally use like a red crayon to work on sketches, because then I cannot erase it, but because I want you to be able to see it on camera, I really can't like use something else than a pencil because the camera doesn't really pick up red. It's a bit sad. Alright, this is oh, sorry for me being so nervous, but literally, like, I am so self-conscious about my art, and I take a long time with my art usually. Like, I'm a very slow artist because I kind of take a long time between like drawing, so I continuously have to relearn everything. I wish I could form like a proper art habit or something so that I don't have to stress out about like forgetting um, yeah, basically forgetting all the skills. It really sucks. But yeah, if I get out of my burnout, obviously that will be a lot easier to do. I might actually switch to the red pencil. See if this camera does pick it up. Okay, let's just warm up a little bit. Warm up sketches, by the way, they're allowed to be hella ugly. So this is, it's also like a copy of someone else's work, and I don't want it to be a copy, so I'm just allowing myself to warm up here a little bit. Okay, let's drop all the nerves and just make ugly art on live on camera. This is such good practice. So I don't know what kind of style I want to go for actually. Normally I'm kinda painterly. Like I sketch very like with harsh lines, and I don't know. Okay, wait. How do you draw a man's chest? I don't know. Basically, this is me just learning how to draw men live on camera, and I'm already noticing that I have severe trouble with muscles. Oh, I have to stay on camera though. So yeah, this is like live proof of that art is a skill that you need to continuously practice. Otherwise, it's not like learning like how to ride a bike and then you won't forget it. No, you actually have to keep on top of it. Otherwise, it's not gonna stick. Um, it's absolutely not gonna stick. Okay, so there is an arm here. So for me with anatomy, I just don't do it enough to be actually good at it. So, and I want to change that. That's why I'm doing this. I want to absolutely be drawing more um, Baldur's Gate characters. I've been so frustrated about not being able to draw like humans that well, and like hands, body types. Um, but I want to be able to do it, so I've just decided, okay, I'm just gonna practice it, and I don't care if it's ugly. I don't care if it's ugly on camera. You know, you're allowed to learn. You just gotta start somewhere. I think this is where I'm gonna start again. I just need a little push sometimes, and that little push is absolutely crippling anxiety of doing stuff in public. But I'm doing it. This is how I also learned to present stuff in public. Just go through the anxiety, and you can stumble around at first. I mean, and actually, you can make people laugh when you do that too. So, nothing's lost as long as you compose yourself, and yeah. But yeah, public speaking is a whole other kind of art form. And once I've got these sketches down, I probably go back to them when I'm not on camera and, work a little bit more on them so they look nice. And I don't have crippling anxiety from doing something live on camera. You know? The huge. And then you can also look at how faces are composed. And what I'm actually thinking right now is that I should have probably done a little like warm up, like a pre warm up or warm up study of Halsin instead of this being the warm up study. But yeah, I had stuff to do today, so I cannot spend so much time on that, sadly. Where's his other arm going? And you see those kind of like artists that have practiced anatomy a lot and they just pencil out like a super, super nice, like base shaped body and they do their own concept art and it looks so good. And you're just like, how? And the only answer you get is, and it's true, just do it over and over and over again. Um, and yeah, that's absolutely fucking true. And I've been not following that advice very well. So yeah, we need to change that. Where's his butt gonna be? Sorry if I'm making weird faces. Like, I need to figure out how this man works. A leg in perspective. Oh dear. I just wanted to draw a cute owl bear. And now I'm trying to copy this whole scene. That's where his other knee is. Yeah, this goes here a little bit. And then afterwards, I have this with all my drawings that you look at them afterwards. This is normal. If you're a learning artist, you just look at them and you're like, what the actual fuck is that? And at some point, it will be happening less and less. And it actually means that, like, if you have that feeling, it means that your eyes have learned something and your taste actually has changed because now you know how it was supposed to look like, but then your skill hasn't caught up on your eyes. That's how I've been explained it. That's why you don't like to see your own art. Well, sometimes it's also just being your own harshest critic. But if you feel like your art needs improvement and you're just like, okay, I'm not sure what I need to do and stuff like that, it usually means that your like thinking capacity and your knowledge about art has taken leaps forward, but your skill in actually drafting it needs some work. And I'm kind of like in a perpetual situation like that. Oh, he's actually holding like a whittling knife here, so guess I'm giving him a knife. How do whittling knives look? I think they're very short and sharp. Yeah, don't ignore the face. uh, we're gonna have a little cute owl bear on his knee here. that is looking at his artistry. Little paw. So this is also something that I do. I don't block out shapes, and I should do that because that is like number one thing that you get to do at the start of a drawing is just figure out all the placement, and I just forget. See, now you have a owlbear potato. So, and you need those kind of shapes to like determine where everything is, and I think it makes things so much more easy. Where does this little other paw go? And then he's got a cute little face. I never, like, when I try to like do like a practice drawing, I never copy directly. That takes me way too long if I really am copying just to practice. I actually want to start doing that a little more. With trying to draw masterpieces, like doing master studies. It's actually really good for your skill growth. Okay, this drawing is going to be about the owl bear, not about Halsin anymore. I'm afraid. Because I like the owl bear shape way better. Hello! We've got some new viewers. It's me talking about crippling anxiety and art. Okay, how to make this owlbear cute? I think is just put the eyes very close to the mouth. That is just the key in everything. With if you want to make a character look cute, just put the eyes just so as close as possible near the mouth. Have you seen Hello Kitty? She doesn't have a mouth. Yep. Both are great. Well, thank you. No, we're just gonna ignore this, okay? But we're getting somewhere. There we go. Little fluffy ears. It needs a little bit of a stodgy neck, because owl bears don't have necks. They just have mane. And this is me just headcanoning this little view here, is that I actually put, sorry, I'm just gonna erase it. He needs to be cuter. He's not cute enough. One of my headcanons for Halsin is, and I don't think this is actually what happens in the game, but you can, somewhere in the game, you can loot an owlbear egg, not the cub, the actual egg. And in my headcanon, Halsin is walking around with that egg, and is just trying to hatch it and take care of it. So this is probably that owlbear cub from that egg. Okay, he needs to be super cute, you guys. So I'm just trying to make it cute. Maybe I'm not that good at making stuff really cute. Oh yeah, please hydrate. I actually have a water bottle here. Ta-da! And I'm gonna hydrate. Intermission. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, hello, people coming in while I'm on hydration break. Alright, so everyone hydrated? We're gonna come back to the owl bear that I was drawing. I completely forgot about drawing Halsin. It's just the owl bear now. I hope you don't mind. But this is how uncomfortable I am with drawing people. I will try and get better. This is gonna be my art journey. This whole Twitch thing is gonna be my art journey, my journey as a cozy gamer. These things are kind of all new for me. So, but I'm learning as we go. I hope he doesn't scratch Halsin with those chonker nails. Okay, make him a little fluffy chest. There we go. Some more down here. Oh, my brain wanted to shade, so it shaded. Fine. Okay, I think my owlbear is cute enough. And he's properly looking at Halsin. Yay. Alright. That is one owlbear. Am I gonna draw it? Because, okay, so Halsin's feet are probably, because this is not in the drawing. This drawing cuts off at like here. But I kind of want to draw how the owlbear's like standing on his like hind steppies. Like, can I, like a little toddler? I'm sorry. I need a reference for that. Because I do not know how owlbear hind leggies look like. But that's okay. Maybe I'll do that in my spare time. Okay, so this turned out a little better than I thought. We're gonna line out the Halsin's body a little bit, and then I'm gonna fix the anime face. Because it's a very anime-ish drawing, actually, that I'm kind of looking at right now. Oh, thanks for checking in, Raven Bannerforge. Bye, yeah. Alright, let's get these chesticles going. I think this droops in a little bit because he's got one of those chesticles here. I mean, not to brag, but I should probably use like good reference photos that I made myself. And where do you find a source for chesticles? My husband does have them, so probably if I want to make a good drawing, like all the old painters did, you know, actually looking at real humans, I should probably do that and just use him as my muse to learn how to draw men. Okay, I don't don't know, this tricep looks a little bit dingy, but whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna pencil in his little BDSM thingy here. No one's gonna tell me that this thing is gonna be very comfortable around your flexing bicep. Like, that has to be some kind of thing. No way, Jose, that is comfy. I mean, yeah, if you have, like, I don't know, a friend or a partner that works out and they have, like, that Michelangelo Sixteen Chapel physique, use it. Then you don't have to pay for hideously expensive reference packs online. Just use your surroundings. If you're an artist, use your surroundings. Alright, so we've got his muscly arm here, doing a little flex. And he's holding a duck in the other arm. How am I gonna draw that? This is hard, you guys. I'm so bad. Okay, there's a duck here. I've never drawn ducks before. Yeah, you can just tell, like, okay, lose the shirt. I'm gonna draw you like one of my French guys. And then it turns out that the hardest part of this drawing was the wooden duck. Because what the hell? And then also need to draw like his hand around the duck. My secret is that I don't know how to draw hands or feet. Like, feet are even harder to draw than hands. I kid you not. Like, what are feet even? They're weird. Alright. That is a ducky, kind of. Now I need a hand. And while I say that, my brain completely shuts off and doesn't want to do the hand. Because it's scared. So now I'm gonna do the hair. Oh my god, I just went on Pinterest for this drawing to just look up like Halsin references, and I found Halsin, like a modded Halsin, and it scared the heck out of me. It's like with all the Astarion mods, but then like, well, not like really chatified, but they made him look like very slick and not at all like himbo-ish like he is normally, and I was just like, what the actual fuck is this? Um, like I have nothing against mods, but if you completely change the character, like there is nothing of the whole character left in it. Like I don't know. Would you like still? Why would you still play the game? You can just play a different game with different characters, in my opinion. Hmm. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay, let's. Do 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 do. This is where it is handy if you have knowledge of anatomy, because then you know that um, the eyes are always on the level of the tip of the ears. Like you also have all these rules about faces and face shapes, and I know them, but I always forget to implement them. So I'm just gonna try and do that. But let's see if I can succeed. Just a little ponytail hair. Like I love the anime style if it's done right. Like kind of like a little bit more on the realistic side, not the baby face anime. But if I do it myself, it always ends up looking so weird. So I don't know what my style is gonna be if I continue to draw humans and practice with that. That'll be cool to see like the I don't know evolution of my style on this channel. I love how his hair drapes into his neck, but I'm not sure if I'm able to capture that like nicely. His hair is so lush, so shiny. Okay, forehead time. Sorry, like I'm going down because I'm like normally I'm like this when I'm drawing because I need to see. Maybe I need glasses. Probably need glasses if I continuously put my paper right in front of my nose. Got a little strand of hair there. Oh, and I can't forget his braids. That is so important. He has those really cute braids coming from the back of his head. Well, that has to be like a last minute kind of detail thing then. Shoot, his face shape is hard. He's so rugged, help. Now this is getting hard, so my brain is like, okay, maybe I want to do the hand now. I'm scared of this part too, so let's do something else. A little bit more of a chunkier cheek here. Because Halsin isn't weak in the knees. He is very healthy in the knees. Oh, my camera is like slowly, or I am slowly going this way, or my camera is slowly going down. Eh. Alright, there we go. That's better. Oh my god, I forgot the most important thing. His crotch. Yep. We're gonna fix that. Because that is where his belly goes. Yep. Kinda? Yeah. That's enough for the crotch. There we go. Nope. Sometimes like I make a sketch, I really like the sketch, and then I start making adjustments, and I'm like, why did I do that? It was good before, and now it is ruined. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, I'm just not gonna touch it. Okay, help me out here. He looks a little bit... he's not beefy enough. I mean, he looks healthy, but he doesn't look like a beefcake yet. So we gotta change that. This looks like some kind of surfer dude that is cosplaying as Halsin. So how we're gonna make those shoulders pop, huh? Yeah, this needs to be like... And as I said, I probably will go in again and just like fix up some stuff that I think can be a little better, like I always do with drawings. We want more beef. Because otherwise it's not Halsin. So those triceps really need to pop. Okay. Now I really gotta stop adjusting over there because, you know, I'm gonna mess it up otherwise. Let's see what we can do with the face. I think because my style is not very pronounced yet, I think I do wanna go with a little bit more of a cartoony look. Because it's also a very small drawing. This is an A5 sketchbook. So yeah, so this is his head. I think I need more references. Looks at more pictures of Hunky Bear Man. Yes, more references. This was supposed to be a warm-up sketch, Anna. What are you doing? Sorry if you can't see if I'm going into full focus mode. I need to probably because the faces are so hard. So I need some focus. One day I want to be one of those artists that just like I don't know. They just do it automatically. It just feels like second nature. Hunky man, hunky man. Alright, quick break, because I need to look at a different picture of Halsin for his face. Do-do-do-do. Oh god, I found the picture. I found the picture that of the mold. No. No, don't influence me. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Nice side profile. More muscle. Yeah, kind of actually has like really sleek arching eyebrows. So fancy. Snatched. Ears come later. Oh, focus, Anna, focus. Focus on the hard part. You can do it. So small. Why do I draw on this size? Okay, so his nose is tilted up a little bit. And then his nostrils are quite high. How the... Yeah, I don't know if that worked out. We'll see. Little bit of wrinkles. Okay, his jaw is large. Large as fuck. So my jaw is not cutting it. That is not Halsin's jaw. That is, I don't know who that is. No, that's also not correct. And then pursed lips. Like he's super, super focused. Let me see. Should probably reposition my webcam, but I don't wanna, because now you can see my fancy background. Does it look like Halsin? I don't know. I think it's a fine attempt. It's better than my last one already, so that's a plus. Perhaps I should learn how to draw characters on like a larger scale and like quicker. I'm not yet completely in agreement with how I drew his face, but I'll fix it later. But honestly, I am really a perfectionist when it comes to art. And sometimes I don't see if something's good or if I'm just being super critical of my own work. And sometimes, you know, it's both. But I do like that, like, Baldur's Gate is like a super like realistic looking game art style wise. So if you're gonna draw from it, you get like really, really like realistic, well, realistic people to draw. It's not like cartoony at all. So I think it's very hard art style to emulate. Let's see. This needs to go back a little. Oh yeah, he's got those kind of like, okay, so I don't know if you've ever looked at Tom Holland's face, and like he has those, I also have it a little bit. They used to say that he's got a frog in his mouth. That he looks like he's holding like a frog in his mouth. And Halsin has it, Minthara has it. I haven't really looked at the other faces, but I think Minthara really has the frog in her mouth face, and I think it's so cute. But Halsin also has it, so he has a little area like a mouth pouch. I don't know if I'm doing him justice at all, but I need the mouth pouch. Yeah. Alright, fixing the face later. I'm not very happy with it yet, so. But we're just gonna finish the sketch and then I'll clean it up later. There you go. I just want to make sure that his clothes are correct as well. So yeah, there's. Ooh, wow! You can really play around with the shapes here. Cause now I can draw like I don't know the intricate design on his shirt in a way that you can actually see the chest better, or like the curvature of the chest. Interesting. See, I'm learning as we go. Alright, and this is obviously also meant as a doodle, which is now turned into a more elaborate sketch. So yeah, but I love doing it. There we go. oak leaf for the druid's emblem. And yeah, the fabric is pulling a bit tight here. And there. Okay, he has a shirt on, almost. Almost. Underneath here is actually a belt, so that is not the same value as the green in the shirt, so this is a bit darker. But I think I'm gonna leave it like this. And there's like a super intricate design on the pants as well. How does that look? I'll look that up later as well. Pants is just brown on the rest of the... There's some kind of design there. Alright, it's starting to look like a thing. So yeah, this is obviously a little bit more effort than just a doodle. Because now I'm invested. Hi, Terry. Sorry if I haven't been reading chat. I am completely and utterly focused on not fucking up. Hand. Because hand. Like, it is awesome how, like, when you look at muscles, they're so intricate. They're so cool. We really have cool bodies, but to really get to know the human body and to draw anatomy, I have nothing but respect for the people that make that their, like, specialism when doing art. It is, like, my hat off to you. Because what the heck? I need to think about so many ways a muscle can bend and can contract and what it can do in 3D space. And how the hell a hand is positioned and moves and... So this is the wrist and that is the hand. Please save me from hand drawing prison. That's not a pinky, that is a pink, as we say in Dutch. I don't think Halsin has a binky. He has a full-sized bink. Oh god, what am I saying? That's not what I meant at all. I'm really just talking about his hands. Yeah, well. No. I think it's alright, actually. It does the job. It shows you that he's busy. He is working with his hands. Whittling the duck. Alright, and then the only thing that misses is his ghost arm in the back that I need to attach somehow to this duck. Help. Perspective. I'm gonna need a reference, like of... Did I bring my... No, I did not bring my hand reference books. I did bring these. Like, how to draw the body and stuff. But I haven't brought hands. These are amazing, by the way. If you are an artist and you want to try your hand at anatomy, learning anatomy, please sponsor me. No. Literally my second Twitch stream ever. But yeah, these are amazing. The Morpho series. I am just gonna... Can I hold something? This is, yeah, a squirrel. I'm just trying to look at my own hand and how it looks when you, like, hold an object. Like, as if you're whittling it. Oh dear. Yeah, okay. Just... Sure, Anna, this will work. I am too lazy right now to look up proper references online. I'm gonna regret that. But... Halsin doesn't have small, dainty hands like I have. Who am I kidding? I also don't have small, dainty hands, but I don't have those kind of like tree trunks Halsin has. It actually works looking at it on camera. I don't know why that works, because when I look at the drawing like directly, I don't see any like issues with it. But when I look at it on my screen, I'm like, oh dang. But I think this will work. So, Mandy, are you happy with it? I tried. I like it. I can try another little silly doodle. Yay! I might want to do something like about his face still, but obviously he needs to... We'll do the makeup, actually. Still, I need to do the makeup. But, I might change his face a little bit, but it actually looks more like Halsin here than in the anime fight picture that I was using as a reference. So, yay. Okay, let's just draw in his. Alright. Oh, I see what I've done there. Okay. Well, let's just pull up a picture with his face tattoos. Yay, he looks sexy! Well, he is. Yup. Like, even my demisexual ass cannot get over this guy, so that says something. Whoop. Okay, dang, he has way more of an intricate face tattoo than I remembered. Sir, those are a lot of swirls you got there on your face. Okay, it goes under his eye. And then onto his cheek. Yup. And then this comes from his hair somewhere. And there's a little swirly underneath the mouth. Okay, that's cute. Right beneath his frog pouch. Yay. And then he's got one coming from his froggy mouth. And then some swirlies over here. Alright. That's his face tattoos. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna darken his hair a little bit. I know he's like dark blonde, but a lot of people draw him as a brunette, which I find interesting. Is he, in your opinion, a brunette or dark blonde? Like, I actually bought like a spray can of blonde hairspray because when my husband still had long hair, there was actually a plan to also let him like cosplay Halsin at some point. Spoiler alert, he cut his hair off due to some, well, our cat died of cancer and he wanted to donate his hair to a cancer charity. So he did. So he cut all his hair off and he never did the Halsin cosplay. And I think that's a very noble cause though. But yeah, he's known for his Gale cosplays anyway, so the hair was actually for Gale. Yeah. I think we're done. There we go. That is one Halsin doodle for ya. Obviously, I'll be penciling in a little bit more shading and stuff like that. Little clavicle for you. Maybe some chest. Yeah, yay, done. I also put on the back which reference picture I use so you can look it up, but it's not the exact same, but I do like it a lot. Yay. Chestnut brown. Yeah, I think I always saw it as a dark blonde, but that's maybe also the contrast of having him next to Astarion all the time. And Astarion just has white hair, so his hair looks kind of dark in comparison. But yeah, that's just me. He needs a little bit more of an ear hole. Okay. Details. Done. I'm done. I'm not touching this anymore, otherwise I just muck it up. I say as I wanted to put some shading on the duck. And that's the last thing I'll do. There we go. Alright, well, what time is it? Oh, it's actually a lot later than I thought. Well, I like round numbers, so I'll cut off at 5:30. So I also have this sketchbook where I have some BG3 art. And so yeah, this was the sketch that I did 2 years ago. And this is now. I mean, this is from reference. This is not. This is actually just me and my brain. But yay, we've got a new iteration. He's actually feeding him a chunk of like honeycomb here. That was the idea. But this owlbear is much cuter. Yeah, do I have anything like, oh yeah. These were sketches. You know what? I'm gonna send you the other one too, Mandy, because I don't know. I like it when people like my art, and if it's just sitting in my own space, I'm just like, I'm not gonna be looking at it. So I love it when people are like, hey, and then I'm always like, okay, you can have it. I'm just so happy when people say that they like it. But these are actually from an Astarion print I did, and when I have a little bit more Baldur's Gate art or Critical Role art, I'm also needing to color a Caduceus watercolor that I have lying around here. I really hope that to open like a little art print shop one day. And I don't know, I just... Oh, yeah. Another Astarion. This is all from like 2 years ago. I was obsessed with making Astarion scenes in feudal Japan. So he's wearing a kimono here, or like a yukata, not a kimono, and like walking around doing emo stuff in Atsuga Forest. So this is like a little panel that I had in mind for that print, because I was gonna do a whole series of Astarion in feudal Japan prints. In the end I ended up having to and then I didn't feel like doing it anymore, but I still like the thumbnails that I made back then. Oh. Some Bowie and Azra stuff. Let's take that a little bit back. This is large. So yeah, this is Astarion as a ninja. He looks ridiculous. I was doing here. But I do like this one. Here he's wearing a yukata again. It was, I think, inspired by Neil's fashion choice during like the first award that he won. Which one was it? I can't remember. But yeah, Neil wears like Japanese inspired fashion all the fucking time. So I thought, let's put Astarion in Japanese fashion as well. I don't know if this is interesting to y'all. See, this is actually where I drew with the pencil. This one. I love this. Just draw in red. It actually really, really. Oh, thank you, Terry. But drawing in red, it actually, I don't know what it does, but it just makes it feel like it's not permanent yet, but it's also not erasable. So you really start to think about how something looks in your mind first and how you're going to put it on paper. So you make, like, you start to be more committing to lines and committing to shapes. And I think it's really cool. And then you just turn around the pencil and you have the blue one to finalize the shape that you like best. So yeah, I really recommend this one for sketching. The Faber-Castell one. And I also did this thumbnail with it. A very peaceful Astarion. This was gonna be the last one in the line of feudal Japan Astarions, and I actually finished the sketch for this one. It needs a little bit of update, and I want to transfer it and make a watercolor out of it. But that one has to wait until it is winter again because I have way too many other projects going on. But it's this one. I'm really happy with it. But I circled all the tangents in the drawing where I want to improve it. So like I'm not happy with how the shoes look. I'm not happy with the perspective on these things. I'm not happy where this line is. So you can see before a watercolor is actually put on the paper where I'm gonna paint, it goes through like 2 to 3 different iterations. So that's why I work so slow, because I'm like fixing all my mistakes along the line. Oh yeah, and here, like I'm trying to get the hand right. But yeah, that was that. To show that I mostly drew Astarion and not Halsin. Even though I really love Halsin. I don't know why I didn't like draw him before like as much as Astarion, but also this one. My tab. Very angsty. Alright guys. I am pleased, I have to say. And yeah, I think I deserve some chocolate. I think you deserve some chocolate too. Unless you're allergic. And also, oh yeah, Aquafox, I had this one as my little guide today. So, I'm gonna call it a day. This one is going to go to Mandy and the other first sketch as well. And I thank you so much for watching and being here on the stream. It's a bit surreal for me that people actually are interested in looking at my art and hearing me blab about beefy men. Maybe I want to do a girl next, actually. Maybe I want to draw Shadowheart or Minthara. I think I'm gonna draw Minthara because I haven't drawn her before. And it's good practice, I think, for my anatomy skills. So, yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up and peace out. Cheers.